House Standing Committee on Appropriations and Revenue, meeting number 7, Monday, March 25th, 2024 at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're in Annex Room 149. Please call the roll.
Representative Banta.
Present.
Representative Bentley.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Brown.
Here.
Representative Dietz.
Here.
Representative Dossett.
Present.
Representative Flannery. Representative Fleming. Representative Fraser Gordon. Representative Freeland.
Present.
Representative Fugit.
Here.
Representative Gentry.
Here.
Representative Hart.
Here.
Representative Johnson.
Here.
Representative McCool. Representative McPherson.
Here.
Representative Palumbo. Representative Raymond. Representative Riley. Representative Stevenson. Representative Upchurch.
Here.
Vice Chair Bowling.
Here.
Vice Chair Bray.
Present.
Chair Petrie.
Here. All right, we have a quorum and are duly constituted to conduct business. And first up, we have today Senate Bill number 1, Senator Robert Stivers, the sponsor, an act relating to the Endowed Research Fund and making an appropriation therefore. There is a PHS 2 on
Motion on House Committee Sub 2.
We have a motion and a second on PHS 2 to Senate Bill 1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. It's adopted. We have PHS 2 version of Senate Bill 1 in front of us. And President Stivers, if you will introduce yourself for the record, make sure the microphone has a really green light and it's close enough to you, and then we'll place you under oath.
It is green. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. I'm Robert Stivers, State Senator for the 25th Senate District and the President of the Kentucky State Senate.
If you'll raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please proceed.
Again, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to come before you to talk about Senate Bill 1. When the roll was called, I looked over and saw Representative Hart, but was confused and thought it may look like Bill Lear, and I knew Bill Lear had shown up. Most people aren't old enough to know that because I have eclipsed most people's seniority here. But look up Bill Lear and you'll see how similar he looks to him. Oh, there he is in the back. Not that I knew that he was there. Thank you, Bill. Mr. President, or Mr. Chair, members of the body, this is something that with my time here, I have watched various things where research at the university level has taken place. I don't want to be too long, but most recently I just read an article that the Markey Cancer Center just discovered 3 proteins that are in the body that would, having been identified, that if you remove those proteins, it would be better for the treatment of breast cancer. And so this type of research at Markey is the type of research I think of when I came with Senate Bill 1. We as a General Assembly have appropriated money, and I'm talking institutionally, to assist them to become an NIH-designated cancer treatment research institution, which there's only about 50 of them in the United States. It opens them up for additional dollars from the NIH, from Carnegie, other private entities that fund research. But through this, watching that, and this is not one of them, and also working on something that the then Tim Shaughnessy, who was a senator from Jefferson 19, I believe, brought in a man named Christopher Reeves, which some will remember and some won't, but he was the Superman of my day. Who had had a tragic accident, and they were doing studies in collaboration between UK and U of L to look at tissue regeneration and what could be done with the Spine and Brain Injury Trust. We funded those over the years through fees on speeding tickets, court costs, and all that sundry of things that come with it. And over the years where we have made additional avenues for people to reduce their time in court, those fees dropped, and we have earmarked money for that program over the last couple of years to keep it alive. But what they do in their scenario is University of Kentucky, University of Louisville, come together and they have an outside consultant which looks through various applications of what they call investigators that will say, we need X number of dollars for the next 2 to 3 years, no more than 3 years, because that's the rules of this group, to then basically do the seed research. And that research then puts them in a position to then go after larger grants.
Motion on Senate Bill 1 is amended by the committee sub.
I have a motion and a second on Senate Bill 1 as amended by PHS 2. President Stivers, proceed at your discretion.
I thought the committee sub had already been adopted.
It has been adopted. This is a motion and
Okay.
a motion and a second on the bill, Senate Bill 1 as amended by PHS 2. Proceed at your discretion.
All right. The one thing that there is not in here is an appropriation. That appropriation will have to be determined by the will of the General Assembly. But the theory of this would be that after 5 years, each of these groups, and you would have to have at least 2 universities come together, that you may see Eastern with their aviation program, Morehead with their aerospace, and maybe the University of Kentucky with their engineering. Do something in the way of 3 years, 5 years of study, that they would use the proceeds off of these various tranches of trust money. Most recently, and these are the amazing things that we don't think of, that I don't think of, is Mrs. Paula Grisanti brought to me the fact that they were working with the University of Louisville and the Stem Cell Research Group to put various experiments up through Morehead's aerospace on space station to see what weightless environment has to do with the tissue regeneration, the impacts on Alzheimer's, over all types of different scenarios. But since this, many groups have come to me saying, wow, this is an opportunity for us to do cutting-edge research. The last thing I want to say about this cutting-edge research, I remember a few years ago when we did some funding for a genomics sequencing. That genomic sequencing is no longer state-of-the-art, even though 4 years ago it was. What you took 3 months to do genomic sequencing now only takes 15 minutes on a supercomputer. So this is kind of the process. CPE would be the group that would make the criteria. They would review it. It may be a series of mini grants. It may be one large grant. And the last thing about that is the ability to bring additional dollars to the table would be one of the things that they measure the grants on, or the applications for the funding. So that is in a thumbnail what the bill does. It is something that would behoove the whole state, the Commonwealth, each university. Instead of being competitors, as they should be on the athletic fields, they would be collaborators, and we wouldn't be sitting here every year trying to figure out who gets what. We would basically force them into cooperative types of ventures. Any questions, Mr. Chairman? I'd please answer.
Very good. Thank you very much. Any member seeking recognition for question or comment? Going once. Going twice. Please call the roll.
Representative Banta,
Yes.
Representative Bentley, Representative Bowling,
Yes.
Representative Bray,
Yes.
Representative Brown,
Yes.
Representative Dietz,
Yes.
Representative Dossett,
Yes.
Representative Flannery,
Yes.
Representative Fleming,
A big yes.
Representative Frazier Gordon, Representative Freeland,
Yes.
Representative Fugit,
Yes.
Representative Gentry,
Yes.
Representative Hart,
Yes.
Representative Johnson,
Yes.
Representative McCool, Representative McPherson,
Yes.
Representative Palumbo,
Yes. Good bill, Senator.
Representative Raymond,
Yes.
Representative Riley, Representative Stevenson, Representative Upchurch,
Yes.
Chair Petrie.
Yes. Senate Bill 1 as amended by PHS 2, having received 20 yes votes, 0 nay votes, and 0 passes, will be reported with favorable expression that same should pass on the floor. Thank you very much, President Stivers.
Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Next up, we will take House Bill 752, an act relating to branch budget bills. There is a PHS 2, I believe, on this bill.
Motion on House Committee Sub 2.
We have a motion and a second for adoption of PHS 2 to House Bill 752. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. PHS 2 to House Bill 752 is adopted, and before us, a fairly brief bill of 2 pages, which essentially does the following. Out of the EK Safe funds, there would be $11 million appropriated to rehabilitate the Breathitt Area Technology Center, of which I understand has either received considerable damage or to such an extent it really doesn't exist anymore. Section 2 would essentially take care of some funds out of West Kentucky Safe funds of $25.5 million pooled for the city of Mayfield's fire station, police station, and city hall itself, as well as $6.1 million for the Graves County Administration Building. And that is the bill in a nutshell. We have a motion and a second on House Bill 752 as amended by PHS 2. Any member seeking recognition for comment or question? Go. Representative Fugit.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just personally want to thank you and our staff, Speaker Osborne, for this bill, for this monies that will replace the school that is totally gone at this time. But thank you so much for your work on this.
Thank you for your work on it. Any other members seeking recognition for comment or for question? Going once, going twice. Please call the roll.
Representative Banta,
Yes.
Representative Bentley,
Good stuff. Yes, ma'am.
Representative Bowling,
Yes.
Representative Bray, Representative Brown,
Yes.
Representative Dietz,
Yes.
Representative Dossett,
Yes.
Representative Flannery,
Yes.
Representative Fleming, Representative Frazier Gordon, Representative Freeland,
Yes.
Representative Fugit,
Yes.
Representative Gentry,
Yes.
Representative Hart,
Yes.
Representative Johnson,
Yes.
Representative McCool, Representative McPherson,
Yes.
Representative Palumbo, Representative Raymond, Representative Riley, Representative Stevenson,
While I wish that there were more going to Eastern Kentucky, I will gladly say yes.
Representative Upchurch,
Yes.
Chair Petrie.
Yes.
Yep.
House Bill 752 is amended by PHS 2, having received 20 yes votes, 0 nay votes, and 0 pass votes, will be reported with favorable expression that same should pass on the floor. I will note that there is a title amendment.
Motion on title amendment.
Have a motion and a second on the title amendment. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Title amendment is adopted. We are adjourned. Thank you.